Yo, yes, people, welcome to the first members only live stream. Obviously, just want to start off by saying thank you guys for becoming members. We go out of our way and we take a lot of time to do these type of videos, and I just thought that I've got a lot more to give, and for the people that are willing to put the time in and effort in and everything else, I've made this members only part of the channel to make sure that you guys are basically getting the most out of me as possible. So obviously, before I do begin, thank you. And obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. I am going to be going over my personal exit plan. I'm going to show you exactly what I have put together. And at the end of the day, when it comes to exit plans and making your own exit plan, it's very difficult because everyone's exit plan will be different to someone else's. So what I am basically be doing is showing you guys my exit plan, how I've put it together. And you guys can kind of just copy the same process and just get yourself organized. I've spent the last few months just kind of getting myself organized, ensuring that I'm ready for what's to come, because at the end of the day, all of these new people joining crypto, they won't have an exit plan. They'll go in, they'll be told that they're going to make a lot of money, but when do they actually get out? They don't know. They don't really know exactly what's going on, and then before they know it, they've lost all their money. So it's extremely important to have an exit plan. And people keep asking me what's an exit plan, but it's very simple. It's just an exit plan. You want a plan to execute when certain coins hit certain targets, where you want to be taking money out, if you want to rotate it, if you want to put it here or there, and ultimately exit the market. So that's what we're going to be talking through today. Like I said, nothing's financial advice. Take notes. I can see Anne-Marie, you've got your pen and paper ready. Thank you very much. I recommend people do the same. Just take notes. I've basically put together my entire exit plan on a Excel spreadsheet. I've done all my calculations and everything, and I've written everything down that suits me. Okay, and what I'm going to show you is my exit plan, just without all my actual figures. So that's my plan today. Obviously, this is a members only live stream, so if you guys have any questions at all along the way, just ask it. Okay, ensure you're asking as many questions as you want regarding this subject, and even if it's something that you've got within your portfolio that you could potentially want me to take a look at, and we can come up with certain targets for that coin, I'm more than happy to take a look and do that. But of course, just take as much notes as you can. This will be available to you guys after this is finished as well, to members only, so you can come back and watch it as well. And I will be making sure that I actually give you guys the Excel spreadsheet that you guys have access to. So give me 2 seconds. Oh, my girlfriend's saying your members only is available to watch on Facebook. Well, bonus for them guys then, isn't it? I don't know what to do. But yeah, so let's get straight into it, I suppose. And yeah, take notes, guys. And any questions, ask it. Just ask it in the chat. All right. I'm happy to answer absolutely anything and everything. So this right here is basically where all the magic happens in regards to my actual exit plan. Okay. So everything revolves around what I have put together right here. And I'm going to talk you through it step by step. I'll go full screen for you guys, and I'll make sure I come back to the chat quite often, just to make sure I'm not missing any questions that are being asked or whatever. Okay. So this is my exit plan right here. What I've got in these boxes right here are all the coins that I hold. Okay, so this is my personal portfolio, just being honest. Luna, XRP, FET, MIR, BAND, and Trias. This is my personal portfolio that I am dealing with at the moment. Okay, I do not hold any other coin. This is literally everything that I hold, and I've built my exit plan based off of this completely. So when it does come to other coins, when everyone tells me about other coins, at this stage right now, I'm not interested. So I can give my opinion on other coins and everything, because obviously you guys see it when people come into the live streams. Oh, what do you think of this coin? What do you think of that coin? Like, I could look into them and just see what's what. But at this stage of the market, where I believe we personally are, I don't really care too much about anything else. Oh, you should buy this, you should buy that. No, I've made my exit strategy. It's way too late in my portfolio to start changing things around. I've probably been settled on this portfolio for the best part of 3 months now. I have not moved or changed a single thing. The only thing I have done is taken profit from Luna, which we'll get into for a second, and I rotated the profits to MIR and Band. Okay, I did not go chasing other coins. So in my opinion, at this point in time, one thing that you guys should definitely take note of is not chasing loads of different other coins. You need to ensure that you are kind of sticking to your goal right now, sticking to the coins you have, and just make sure you're planning based on whatever you have available to you right now. Okay. So let's have a quick walkthrough of the rest of it. So this right here is obviously the coins that I'm holding. TP1, these obviously stand for take profit. So take profit 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that some of them do not have 4. XRP only has 2. You know, you've got MIR only has 3. So, you know, I've got 4, 2, and 3 for, you know, whatever. What I've basically done with these guys, I've just gone on to TradingView and I've identified certain areas of interest to me where I can see Fibonacci extensions is basically what I've based a lot of it off. And I have done a video on how to actually learn to use that. So if you guys don't know, just go check it out. A lot of my targets are based off Fibonacci extensions, and I've also made them quite conservative as well. So these targets will probably be hit and go on beyond as well. But I'd rather stay safe, because what that does is it gives you more of an opportunity to rotate the profits into other coins. If you're just chasing profits, you know, a high target, which could probably be hit, but later down the line, if you had just taken profit a little bit before, you probably would have been able to rotate those profits. You can't see. Well, I don't really know. Hang on a sec. Can I zoom into all of this? Yeah, I can. Here we go. Is that better? Hopefully that's a bit better for you. You can just let me know quick if that is better. It looks a bit better. I'll just wait for your reply quickly before I carry on, because I want everyone to make sure, I just want to make sure everyone can see what's going on here. But hopefully that should be better anyway. But yeah, where was I? So these are obviously my targets for the coins, okay? So if you guys are personally holding coins and you want to take the same targets as me, that is completely up to you. Like I said, you know, none of this is financial advice. This is all just my personal targets. I've kept them quite conservative and everything else, just to make sure that these things are being hit, and you know, just to make sure that, you know, I am basing this off my own personal exit plan. So these are my targets. Obviously, this is in green because Luna $33 did hit. Okay. Now I've taken the amount of coins I actually have in each one. What we're going to do is just get an example of each one and show you what actually happens when you put them in, because I've based them off calculations, so they all add up perfectly to everything that I'm going to show you, right? So let's say, for instance, you had, I don't know, 1,000 Luna, which means you're going to be taking 250 Luna at each target, because that equals to 1,000 Luna. So, but obviously, if you had 1,000 MIR, you're going to be dividing 1,000 by 3, because there's only 3 targets. So then in that case, 1,000 divided by 3 is roughly 333, right? So you guys get the point, right? But what I'm going to do is just base all of these off how many targets I've got. XRP. Let's say you got 10,000 XRP. I'll sell 5,000 XRP at each target. Like I said, guys, these are just examples. FET, let's say you got, I don't know, 20K FET, because FET's quite cheap, obviously. So 5,000 at each target. And what you guys can see is that in the little blue box beside it, these calculate your overall targets. I don't know why this one is not coming up. But anyway, we'll just stick to these anyway. And then what you'll get here is a grand total, okay? Bearing in mind, guys, this is in dollars, all right? That figure is in dollars. What I've put over here is a dollar to pound conversion. Takes you straight to the website to convert it, okay? So let me just add these last ones for you guys as well. Let's just say you've got 1,000 bands, so 250. I know these figures are pretty big, guys, for some people. For some people, it might not be, I don't know. But I'm just adding it as I go, right? I'm just giving you guys an example. And like I said, I will be giving you guys this Excel spreadsheet as well, if you wanted to. Right, so automatically now, if we just ignore Luna, I'm not too sure why that's not coming up. Yeah, it's not coming up. If we just go from here, then we could see that these all add up to total in the blue box right there. And altogether, all of these blue ones added together gives me a total amount of that much right there. Okay, so 300 grand, cool. It is a lot of money, but like I said, it is just an example. Just have a look at this chat because some people are good to see you, man. Turn off the chart, is blurry. I can't see the writing. Can you guys see? Hopefully you guys can see. I don't see why not, but yeah, you should be able to see. Yeah, I know, Anne-Marie, the figures are very high. I'm just trying to do it based off like even figures, so 250. Obviously dividing 1,000 by 4 is just quite easy to go off, if that makes sense. So you guys would obviously do this to however you want, right? So that is your total, and that's your total right there. So what do we have on the side right here? This is what I have personally come up with. Okay, if you look to the side over here, these are my goals. All right, these are the things that I want to personally achieve out of my profits from cryptocurrency. Okay, yours will obviously be different. Yours might be quite similar, whatever it may be. You know, you have to add your goals here. And one of the main things that's going to be happening for me in this market is, of course, Anchor Protocol earning up to 20% APY, right? So I want to be putting a whole bunch of money into there to ensure I'm giving myself a nice, hefty passive income every month, right? So here you literally just add in your personal goal. So let's say you want to put in 20,000 into Anchor Protocol, right? House, you want to save up, I don't know, 20K for a house deposit as well. House essentials, I don't know, maybe you want to get a few things for the house, maybe a new TV. You want to say maybe £5,000 there. Tax, say for instance you owed tax from cryptocurrency gains, which I obviously do. If you made profit before April, this might not apply to you guys. Like I said, this might all be different. So tax, let's say you owe 10,000 in tax. Savings for my girlfriend. My girlfriend personally gave me some money to invest for her. I want to give her some money back so she could slap it back all in her savings. I want to ensure she is receiving £20,000 straight into her savings. I'm not married yet. Hopefully I will be. I want to make sure I'm putting money aside for a wedding. Like I said, these figures are literally just based off anything at all. And then my own savings, I don't know, I want another 20,000 in there, right? Then altogether, this is how much I will have left in dollars. And then if you click that right there, that will take you to a dollar to pound converter, sorry. And you just put that in the dollar section and it'll tell you how much that is in pounds, right? So all of a sudden, I have now got an exit plan that I would like to carry out. Okay. All of a sudden, we've got a plan. I want to put money here. I want to put money there, right? So then what do you do? So cool. So those are your goals. So how do you actually make sure that these goals come true? Well, beside each coin and each target that you have, you want to make sure that every time you're actually taking profit, you're doing something with it. Okay. So say for instance, right here with Luna, take profit one. I just rotated that, right? So I should have written in here, rotate. Oh, whatever. Should be TP1, whatever. Take profit two. I want to rotate a little bit. So ideally in here, it's up to you how much you want to rotate and how much you want to bank, right? So in here, you guys should be putting figures. So right here, you should be saying something like, I want to rotate 5K. I want to bank 10K. And I want to put in 5K into Anchor Protocol, right? Because then all of a sudden, you're slowly going to start ticking these things off. And then again, rotate, in this case, I don't know, 3K, but you want to bank 15K and you want to put in 5K to Anchor Protocol. But in take profit 4, you just want to rotate 5K and add the rest to a house deposit pot. So now you're starting to fill this up, if that makes sense. So now you want to put 15K in there. All of a sudden, you've only got 5K left to fulfill your goal of a house deposit, right? And then you just do that for the rest of them. So, right, if you go down a little bit with XRP, cool. Let's say you've got a loan. With that take profit, I'm not going to rotate any of it. I'm going to put it all into my bank account. I'm going to pay off a loan. And then whatever that loan was, I'm going to put the rest of it into Anchor Protocol. The next take profit, cool. I need a new car. I'm going to take some of that profit and I'm going to put that onto a new car deposit and add the rest of it into my wedding money pot. Right there. Okay. And literally, you just scroll down and you ensure that you are literally just putting in every goal that you guys have available to yourselves. Okay. So make sure you guys are doing this because you don't want to go in blind and, you know, not do anything, if that makes sense. Right. So, scroll down a little bit more. What else do we have? Tax. Cool. When I take profit on that one, I'm going to be paying my tax, add to my own savings, pay another loan off, add it all into Anchor Protocol. You guys can customize this literally however you want. Okay. Just make sure that you are at least doing something. All right. Make sure you're coming up with your targets using the Fibonacci extensions. Make sure you've got the goals that you want to be putting in place. Okay. And you're listing them down here. This is how much money you would have left over. What could you do with that money? Absolutely anything you want, right? Make sure that you have got me. I mean, a lot of people will have loans to pay off, right? So you want to be paying off every loan. Ideally, doing crypto, you kind of want to just become debt free. So that's mainly people's like main goal, right? So you want to become debt free. You want to get a new house. You want to put it into a house deposit. You want to pay something else off, your savings account, like absolutely anything, right? And ultimately, guys, that's it. It doesn't really take that long. All over here, all I've got is like an anchor simulator. So if I was to put in 20K, that would just tell me how much I'd earn a month, right? I could share that in a Discord for you guys, but it is really simple. There's nothing really too difficult for it. And everyone's plan will be different every single time. Can we get one-on-one here? Of course you can. How much would you have to spend for you to be able to get back that much? This is just an example, man. It's just an example. So it's not I can't really answer that question because this is just an example. I'm not saying I have that much. This is just an example to show you guys because I've just gone off like even figures here, 250, 5,000, even 250 Luna to some people. That's a lot of money, So 250 Luna right now, $30 Luna. I mean, that's like 2-3 grand, whatever it is. I don't know. I can't do the calculation off the top of my head. But yeah, just make sure you guys can do that. But yes, Anne-Marie, I can do that for you guys one-to-one for sure. You can add them in. I'm more than happy to help my members to make sure that you are inputting all of this correctly, even if it was to find out targets for certain coins and everything else. Just make sure you've got something in place because a lot of people won't. People just will go blind and they won't know when to take profit. One of the questions I get asked all the time, oh, I don't know what to do. When should I take it out? I have to wait for Tana to tell me to. You don't, because my exit plan is not the same as your exit plan. My goals in life, obviously, like Anne-Marie, I'll take you for an example, right? We call you the mother of the group. As the mother of the group, of course, you're a little bit older than me, right? Your goals in life are going to be completely different to my goals in life, right? There's going to be people that are already ready to buy a house. There's going to be people that are probably going to get married in a few months. There's going to be people that have more loans than another person. So, all I would say is, although you don't have to copy this exact thing, putting in the exact calculations to have the exact same layout and platform that I'm using, just have something in place that's similar to this. All you realistically need, guys, is just to ensure that you guys have your prices, your targets, how much money you'd make, and then your goal. That's all you need to do. Whether you want to do that on Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, a PowerPoint, write it in your notes in a book or something. Who cares? As long as you've got something like this. I just start doing it because, like, for instance, when Luna hit profit, cool, that's green now. That's done. I've rotated that into my band and my MIR, into my MIR bag. And then automatically, as soon as you do it, now I've got 500 MIR. Cool. That's updated now. All of a sudden that figure goes up, that figure goes up, and all of a sudden my overall figure goes up of how much I've got left, right? That's the purpose of rotating. And of course, this does not mean that I'm going to be executing my exit plan perfectly to a T. Okay. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for instance, Luna target 2 does hit, but at that point, there's nothing really to rotate into. I don't want to take a risk. I won't need to rotate that 3K. I'll just bank the rest of it. So now I'm not rotating 3K. I'm going to be taking 18K and putting the rest into Anchor Protocol, right? So you got the only things that you can really just go off straight away would be things like that. New car deposit, add to wedding pot, bank it all into Anchor Protocol. When it comes to rotation, that's when plans might change, and you don't want to say what you want to rotate into because you don't know what's going to be cheap at the time. I didn't know either. I was hoping Luna would hit because MIR and Band were cheap at the time. And obviously we looked at that. I rotated into Band, and then a few days later, Band went up to $9-10, as you guys saw. So you know, just make sure that you guys have some kind of plan like this. Otherwise, you're just going to be screwed. Because let me tell you guys something right now, right? Although you haven't seen it yet, things are going to get pretty mental in this market. Okay. I've experienced it to a tiny bit where things are just very euphoric, very exciting. Everything just seems to be going up. But I wasn't there in 2017. However, I've seen the charts. Of course, I've seen the charts. I've gone back in history. I've looked at the charts many times, right? And I can see the type of moves that come across in cryptocurrency. You know, even if you're looking at stuff like Litecoin or XRP or anything else at all, there is going to be a huge surge within the market at some point, guys. Okay. And people will never be ready for it because before you know it, it's over. Literally, before you know it, it's over. So let me just actually show you what I mean by that, because it happens very quickly and people just are just so unaware of it and they won't have an exit plan in place. So say, for instance, you got this right here, right? I've gone to charts.cointrader.pro because it's got more data, as you guys know. If I just zoom out, for instance, and you move to something like XRP, if I just zoom into this right here, this move went from 25 cents on the 12th of December, ended on nearly $4 on the 4th of January. Okay, less than a month, that went up about, what's that? Nearly 20x. Nearly 20x. You could have 20 times your money in just under a month with XRP. But what happens, right? I'll tell you what happens. In the midst of all of this, okay, let's say, for instance, you guys are now, I don't know, sitting, where's my arrow? You're sitting right here. This has just happened, right? So this whole move has just happened. It's very exciting. You don't know what to do. You know, everything just going up. At this point, the whole market's going up. It's getting up, up, up. Here, you just think, and then it gets to here and you just don't think it's going to stop. So you ride out a bit more and it keeps going. All of a sudden, has a bit of a crash. You're like, crap, what do I do? It was just up there. I want to wait because I feel like I've lost on an opportunity right now. All of a sudden it retraces, okay, and you think, cool, we're back on. But no, now we're in a 4-year-long bear market where you're never going to see those prices again for the next 4 or 5 years, okay? So obviously we're right there right now. Look how long you've had to wait. This was on December 2017, right? But this happens in alt season. I have not experienced that, but I've done more than enough research to know that this happens, because it also happens in like 2013 as well. I mean, this pump right here looks absolutely midget, right? Because this makes it look like nothing. But you move over to it and all of a sudden you've got another fat pump that happened in 2013. As you guys can see right here, you know, it went from 0.05 cents all the way up to 6 cents. Okay, so you're under 1 cent here, 0.05 to 6 cents. How long did that move take? Well, as you guys can see, from 0.05 cents on the 20th of November to the 2nd of December, less than 2 weeks you had to ensure you took all your profit and you literally left the market before again going into a 4-year-long bear market. As you guys can see, 2017 was the next time we had that type of run. And here we are again, guys. Okay, here we are again. That wasn't even it, by the way. You thought that was it. No, look at that. Crazy. It happens. And I personally think, like I said, not financial advice. I personally think we're on the brink of doing it again. But people just get stuck. People won't see that. People just think they know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Trust me. Sorry if this is a stupid question. I'm wondering how you make passive income by staking. Is it by selling the amount of coins that's been staked for a month? No, so Anchor Protocol is going to be making me my passive income. I've done a video on Anchor Protocol. It's a saving protocol, and it offers 18 to 20% fixed annual yield. So let's say, for instance, you've got £50,000 and you're putting it in there, you'll be earning £10,000 a year just sitting there doing nothing. Obviously, for people that's got a lot more money, that's in the hundreds of thousands. If you put it in there, all of a sudden you've got a whole salary giving yourself a month and you're making yourself a passive income. Bish bash bosh, you're done, right? I did do a video on it, so check it out. Just type in YouTube crypto Bible Anchor Protocol and I'll show you what that is as well. So that's how I'm going to be making a passive income. Just staking Luna. They've got 28 airdrops planned. So that's going to be also another thing. So you'll be getting 28 airdrops per week, giving you another source of passive income. So there's so many ways. Can you put a fib? What do you want me to put a fib over, man? What do you think of the price of XRP will peak? Well, as you can see, let me get my thing out. One sec. Share screen. Where's my Excel spreadsheet gone? Here it is. Sorry, guys, give me a sec. Right. So as you guys can see with my my profits here, my targets, I think XRP personally, I believe it will get between $10 to $15. I'm staying safe and taking half at 8 and the other half at 11. So that's basically why I'm going to be doing it off. Obviously, that again, it's just up to you guys how you want to be viewing it, how you want to take it. Yeah, I'll do that for you now, Dan. So if I just show you how I came up with those profits, those targets, for example, right? If we do go to coin market cap and we get our Fibonacci retracement tool and we go from our full on top to our actual bottom, as you can see, retracements come in around these areas, right? So I've placed my first target to come in at $8, which is down here, okay, which is between the 1.618 and 2.618 extensions, and I've placed my next one at $11. All right, now again, I could have gone up to $15, $16, whatever, absolutely fine. Personally, I like to stay conservative because you never know, and we never even know if these targets are going to be hit, right? So I'm personally basing my targets based off Fibonacci extensions. Obviously, for coins that do not have history like XRP, and you can't go based off things like that. Let's say, for instance, something like Band, I just go from its local top that we've been at for a very long time, which I've already got over right here, right? So then I go up and I take a look at these targets right here. So as you can see, the first extension comes in at $35.2. My first target for Band is actually $34. You guys can't see the spreadsheet, but it's $34. My next target is 52. Why is it 52? Well, the 2.618 is at 54. I'd rather stay conservative and put it at 52. And then it's the same and same and same. My next target is 70. My last target is 80. As you can see, it's 73 and 85. So that's how I am basing my targets off. As you guys know, I use Fibonacci retracements in like every video I do. They're my favorite. And I'm also going to be basing my exit strategy based off them as well. So it's very simple to do, guys. You go from the top, go to the bottom, and it will show you your extensions. You know, there's nothing really that technical to it, but that's just how I'm doing it. I will definitely check that video out. How is the APY profit presented to you though when staking period is over? Is it more Anchor coins? No, it's got nothing to do. So Anchor, you literally put in UST, which is the same as $1. UST is a stable coin of the Terra ecosystem. You deposit it into Anchor Protocol, and all of a sudden you are earning a passive income of 18 to 20% a year. You earn that interest every 7 seconds, and you can take it out whenever you want, giving yourself a passive income. That's how you do it. Is VeChain a good project? What do you think? I don't know what VeChain will personally peak at. I know it's a great project. I used to hold it. We could take a look at the chart, actually. I haven't actually charted VeChain in a very long time, so I don't have any targets picked out for it. But let's have a quick look. It looks exactly like the rest of the market, really. Personally, I'd be going from this top right here, okay? And just like the rest of these other coins that haven't been around for too long, as you can see, we don't have too much data on it, just going back to before 2019 on this chart anyway. So, you know, personally, I'd be looking at the last target. You know, I'd probably be looking at below $1. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. We're at 13 cents at the moment, but it can certainly happen. And I've seen it happen before, right? So for me, I'd be looking at maybe like 35-cent first target, you know, I don't know, 60-cent second target. So it all depends. For me, the reason why I've stayed conservative is because the last thing I want to do is get greedy. I'm not a greedy person. I like to be organized right now, and I don't want to, because XRP getting to $11, that's already gonna make, just an example, that's already gonna make me a ridiculous amount of money. Getting to $15 would be great, but I'd rather just take the money out and go on with my life, right? Luna, I hold a lot of Luna, right? And my last target for Luna is 80. Most of my followers on Twitter are what we call lunatics. I'm a lunatic. It's part of the Luna community, right? And I know for a fact Luna will get above $100. I know for a fact it will probably be at 4 digits one day, right? And I've left 40% of my Luna staked long term. I'm not going to touch that. But based off the Fibonacci extensions and based off me being not greedy, blinding out all the noise, I'm not going to be taking profits at those high targets. In the future, I will, because I'll have loads of Luna left over. Fine. But, currently right now, $80 Luna being my last target, that will literally set me up for probably the rest of my life. I won't have to worry again. So I'm not going to be greedy. Why should I do that? Right. And then I've also got my plan set out to earn a passive income after. So I'm not just going to go spend it all. I've got everything in place to make sure I'm going to be okay. One thing I'd say to you guys, on social media, you're going to see people calling for $50 FET, V-Chain. You're going to be seeing people calling for $200 XRP. You're going to see people calling for $10 Zilliqa, whatever, all of these popular coins. No. Maybe in another bull run, it's not realistic. It's just not realistic. It's just the way it goes. So now I always will ask you, but can you take a look at Strax? I think it comes under Strax US dollar and it goes way back to 2018. It's the same as Tether. And what should I place a okay, let's have a quick look, man. Strax USD, probably the Bittrex, right? How long does this go back to? Okay. Yeah, look at that. It did actually have its bull run. Didn't know that. Yeah, I would be doing it from the top here. That was his bull run. I didn't even know Strax was around, but I've never heard of it at all. So it's very random. So if I'm taking these targets from Strax, which was previously $24, I would actually be taking profit at these extensions, man. I'd probably go $37. I'd go $60, probably like 80, and I'd keep it conservative up here, and probably 95. So yeah, that's what I'd probably be maybe looking at right now. I don't know. It seems very unrealistic with Strax, I must admit. Reason being is because I don't know how it's currently at $2.3, right? Strax had a huge bear market. Okay, had a huge bear market. It's still stuck in the 0.236, right? Whereas a lot of other coins are probably around these areas right here. So either it's a very, very big lagger, or this could be one of the best opportunities in the market. I do not know. I'm personally not going to be going for it. But look, these are the extensions. This is what it is showing. Whether or not that is going to happen, I don't know. It's up to you whether or not you're going to be taking profits at these type of areas. At the end of the day, with Strax being $2, what I'd say is that typically a lot of the coins are looking like they'll be doing between 7 to 10x. That's what they're looking like, right? So Strax to 10x from here is about $30. So looking at it that way, $90, I don't know if that will happen. It could. I can't say. It's very difficult to say. I would say keep your targets conservative no matter what you see. And if you want to hold a little bit of Strax on the side for very long term, in case that does actually happen, this bull run, do it. When would you think is a good time to take profits for ADA? Personally, with ADA, I'm because obviously I've longed ADA. I'm going to be looking at areas around like $5 to $7. I do think it will go higher, but ADA has been a massive leader in the market already. But that's the type of targets I'll be looking for. You don't want to get greedy, like I said. Yeah, I could look at Hollow. Where am I? Where's Hollow? Why did that not come up? This is hot. Oh, it is that, isn't it? Hollow. Cool. Yeah, Hollow's quite a new one. So again, I'd be. It's very simple, guys. Honestly, you just get your fib. You go from the top to the bottom. I mean, it's not really too difficult at all. Hollow currently sitting at 0.04 cents. Last target. I'll probably be looking at the 10-cent area, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's where I'd be looking. So it's currently 1 cent. Hollow, isn't it? That's 1 cent. So again, it's looking like 10x to get to the top. So, where you can kind of do what you want with that, 4 cents, 7 cents, and then maybe just take the rest at 10. So maybe have 3 targets for Hollow. That's probably what I'd be looking at for that. And I'll do one more. I'll do near. Let's have a look at near. Near's been doing pretty good actually. Look at that. Has Near come back past the 0.702 yet? Here it has. It actually got to the final retracement of 0.786 and rejected it. So Near's looking pretty good at the moment. Anyway, yeah. I mean, 11 again, guys. Same stuff. 15. These are the prices right here. It's very easy to do. So that's why we're looking at last target probably being around the $23-24 area, really. And yeah, that's currently sitting at $5. So again, good little returns there, people. Good little returns. Will you be able to give us this Excel so we can then edit to our own? Yeah. Can I put it in here? I don't actually know if I can. Let me have a quick look. If I save that, I don't actually think I can put it in the chat, obviously. But what I'm going to do for the members only, I'll be messaging you privately to ensure you've got that Excel spreadsheet so you can do it yourself. So yeah, that's basically it, really. There's not really too much else to it. Just make sure you've got that plan, so you know what you're doing when the time does come. Don't go in blind. Make sure you're having safe targets instead of ridiculous targets, and take profit. The hardest thing is going to be taking profit. Trust me. When the time comes and the prices are being hit, your targets are being hit when it looks like it's just not going to stop. The last thing you're going to want to do is take profit. Okay. You just got to do it. Have that strong mindset and do it. Because otherwise, it ain't your money. Do you know what I mean? What's the point of all of it if you're not taking profit? So yeah, that's going to cover it, guys, I think, for today's member only live stream. Hopefully that's been able to help you out and give you an idea of what you guys need to be doing when it comes to your exit strategy. Please be sure to message me privately on whatever platform, so I can send you guys the spreadsheet, the Excel spreadsheet privately. And then yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'll be doing these member only live streams maybe once a week. And if there's anything that you guys want me to cover in another live stream, a members only live stream, please let me know. I'd love some more ideas. I've got some ideas of my own, but I love some more ideas. So yeah, just keep me updated with all of that. And then yeah, we'll take it from there. Hopefully you guys will be set and ready to exit the market when the time comes. So yeah, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, people.